So we've got the needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. So there you go. A wish being granted for you. You might be dealing with a very stubborn, aggressive person, as the ram card is indicating. You've got the dog, a protection from a powerful friend. So, you are, even though you're dealing with somebody who's a bit difficult, you have got somebody who's protecting your back with the dog. A very powerful friend who will look after your interests. So you've got the mountain road in the past. You're on a road to success. You are going the right way right now. And you've got the bull card, which says don't back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So you're having you needed to have to stand your ground really and be very stubborn in what you were doing in order to move forward. And this is how this new wish is being granted to you. So you've got the tiger card coming to the future, which says doing something risky, taking a chance. So you need to actually follow your instincts and do that thing that, take that chance, take that risk, and pay attention to your health. Make sure that you are not overstressing yourself out and getting stress illnesses. This is the winter coming in, so it is a time for getting ill. So make sure you're taking your vitamins and minerals and eating healthy diets so that you don't get yourself ill for no reason at all. Okay. So I have shuffled this deck. I'm just going to draw some cards from it. So you've got the Eight of Swords, feeling very, very stuck in a situation, feeling like you've got no options right now. You're having to get on and do things that you're not really happy or keen on doing, and any option being presented to you is not something that you enjoy. This woman is just surrounded by olives and she doesn't look like she enjoys olives. So it looks like, you've got to maybe look for the less of the evils in that place, wherever you are at, and, take an option that is a little more palatable for you, rather than having to swallow something that you're not really keen on. And it does seem like you have no control of that situation. But that might just be an illusion. You've got some sort of decision to make over here. There is an option available for you. It might not be that you can get exactly what you want, but you need to just go down maybe a little deviation in order for you to achieve what you want. So you might need to just think outside the box and look for a different way of doing things rather than just looking for one solution and just keeping only that option, putting all your eggs into one basket. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. So you can see there is a choice that you need to make to get out of the situation of feeling stuck. You can't decide right now. Maybe you're standing and waiting for somebody else to come in and make that decision for you. It's probably to do with your work. You've got the Queen of Pentacles where you are in a management position. Maybe the choice is between money and your family. So maybe you're making that decision as to whether to continue working so hard and neglecting your home life, or to focus on your money. So there seems to be some sort of important decision. You don't have all the facts and you don't really know what to do in the situation. So you're waiting for something to come in and make that decision for you. Or you're trying to make a decision and you're not quite sure. So maybe there's a toss-up between working too hard and having more free time to yourself. So you're having to face that kind of decision. Maybe a promotion being offered to you, whether you should be taking it or not. Because if you take it, maybe it's going to be a lot more responsibilities and a lot more hard work. And, you're not going to have that much of free time as well. So in the past year, you've got the Ace of Swords where, you've taken control of the situation. You've got a lot more power in hand. You're speaking your truth, or you're getting things done your way. People are listening to what you've got to say. And anything that is not serving you, you're managing to cut it out with this Ace of Swords. So new opportunity, new thought, new project, new decision that came in the last year. So the Chariot shows, maybe you had a home move, maybe you bought a new car with the Chariot. You definitely took a chance in something. You've got a risk card over here, and you had gains that came from it. So there was something that you did where you took a risk and, it paid off. And it might have been that you took a new job and had to move, or you bought a new home, or you bought a new car, something that you invested in. The Chariot usually is the card that is ruled by Cancer. It usually talks about having that determination and also, something to do with a home. It was some sort of risk that you took with a home. So maybe you did purchase a new home. and you're pretty happy with it too. So you've got the strength card over here, dealing with some problems, and it means that you've had to sweet talk your way out of it to get things done, and having a will of steel really to try and sort through that problem. So whatever that problem was or challenge that you faced was quite difficult. Maybe you're still going through it because this is still on your mind, and you're having to deal with it. And maybe this is the challenge, that is causing you to have to make this decision about what to do next. So going into the future, you've got the star card coming over here and surrounded by medals and getting the first prize. So a lot of recognition coming in, a lot of rewards coming in. People are very, very impressed with you, and you've got your direction. You've been divinely guided. It's a really excellent card to have, and you can see a lot of happiness as well. So that's coming in for you. So you've got the moon card over here. You are still feeling very confused. With the moon card, it's talking about having a bit of depression going on over there, and a bit of illusion going on, or delusion over here. Maybe you're trying to sleep through it, and you don't want to make decisions. You're not seeing the facts. You don't want to face the facts about what to do next. So you've got this decision to make, but you don't seem to want to make this decision, whatever it is. It's probably to do with work and family, and you're really not keen on making it. You're trying to just. You like I said, you're hoping somebody else comes in and makes the decision for you. You just want to close your eyes for a bit, block out everything, and have a good rest because you're very tired. You can see that it's something. You might be getting a lot of dreams, a lot of insights coming into you while you sleep, but you really don't seem to want to make a decision. You seem to just want to wait it out and hope that somebody else makes the decision. So you're coming, it seems, to an end of a certain cycle. It looks like you may have bought a house recently with this Chariot card and this Ten of Pentacles. So there may have been something, maybe you're trying to buy a house or you're trying to invest in some sort of property. But definitely, changing home with this Chariot card, and you can see with the Ten of Pentacles, the home over there. So there's a lot of focus coming in on the home. Maybe there's, like I said, you're trying to decide whether to maybe take a new job, which moves you from your present home into something different, something new. Because the Ten of Pentacles is usually the end of a cycle and beginning of something new, end of a job cycle, but it involves your living conditions as well. So it looks like, there's a choice that you're going to have to be made, a choice that you're trying to make, which you don't want to make, deciding which option is going to be better suited for you or which is more important to you. And it might be involving moving home for the job, completely moving to get a new job, an end of an old work cycle, maybe a retirement, something that involves where you change residence or even buy a new place, or something to do with property, but also ending off an old work cycle. So you're trying to get control, trying to act very logically about it, trying to manage your finances. So you're really focused on managing your life, taking your authority back. You are not a person who is very frivolous. You do live, very, very conservatively with this Emperor card. And you are trying to continue that kind of cycle. This is a man who always has staples in his cupboard, if you like, or canned food. So you're a person who tends to save. You don't overspend in things. So you're a very logical person. You're trying to manage your resources, in other words. So you could have reached a point of a retirement. Now you're trying to manage your resources so that you can enjoy the rest of your time, or maybe you're trying to buy this new place, and this is requiring you to sort out your finances or your resources in order for you to live comfortably. So you've got the Hermit, the Hangman, and the Page of Swords. The Hermit card's talking about spending a lot of time by yourself, recovering from any kind of issues that you may have had, taking some rest, recuperation, getting your health back with this Hermit card. And you've got the Hangman. You are waiting for something to happen. You are considering all the things that happened to you in the past and looking at those as lessons. And you're now starting to say about, air your views. tell people exactly what you think about things and things that have happened to you, but you are waiting for things to happen with both these cards, the Hermit and the Hangman, doing a lot of introspection, but also looking at your past relationships, almost airing your dirty laundry, if you like. So you're trying to make sense of the things that have happened to you, and it's causing a lot of spiritual growth for you. So this is how you're getting over or recovering from things that have happened to you. Now you are dealing with somebody who's the Page of Swords, so some sort of information coming in for you that can cause a little bit of chaos, a little bit of drama. It might be something that seems rather petty, but it can end up having a big influence, causing big drama. So watch out for that information. If it's going to cause any problems, make sure you nip it in the bud before it comes in. You don't want it to go around. It might seem to you some sort of irritating person or irritating fact that doesn't seem to be that important, but it is, because it has got big consequences if you allow it to escalate. So make sure that you are monitoring or watching about what is being said. And if there's anybody that is giving you a little bit of grief over there, a little bit of a troublemaker, make sure you nip that in the bud, because you don't want them to go around saying things or spilling secrets about you that really shouldn't be said. Maybe you spoke to this person in confidence and they can't keep their mouth shut, so they're going around spilling the beans and causing trouble because they're just plain bored. So make sure that you nip that in the bud if that's going on around you. So there's a lot of recognition coming in. You've got some sort of choice to make. Watch out for petty gossips. You're waiting for things to happen, but maybe it's time that you do take charge of the situation and make that decision. But definitely a lot of recognition coming in, a lot of happiness eventually coming in for you. So you've got the Queen of Water, the Chariot. There you go, the Chariot again. So you've got the Queen of Water, which says relationships develop in a new level, trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. This is a new relationship, might be a relationship going on to something higher, and you need to trust your intuition. Make sure you're looking after your interests first. And then you've got the Chariot card over there, which says an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, and public recognition. So a movement coming up, a move coming up. So it looks like there could be a home move, and you're achieving something very important over here. And also with the Star, a lot of recognition coming in. And then you've got the Page of Air, which says challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without contact. So you've got the Page of Air twice over here. So just watch out for somebody stirring up a lot of problems, causing up some issues. Maybe there's some information coming in that's going to cause, it looks like it's minor, but it looks like it's going to cause something, a little bit of a drama going on over here. So watch out for that. Be on top of all information that is coming your way. And like I said, you're waiting for something to happen. Maybe it's time, you take charge. This is a card of self-delusion, the Moon, and you don't want to be deluded about things. It looks like there might be a home move there for you as well, or an end of an old cycle that causes a move of home, especially since you've got two Chariot cards in it. So you might be moving home to go and start a new job somewhere else. There might be a little bit of delays with this Page of Air twice coming in, so maybe information that needs to get to you hasn't come to you yet, and you're waiting for that to come in. Maybe once you get that information, you'll be able to make this decision about what to do.